Hello everyone, welcome back to my non-existent YouTube channel. I'm Samantha Funk and I am here to do an honest debrief of Ipsy Generation Beauty New York City 2018 Day 2. Thank you so much if you watched the first day in 2 parts. So yeah, I'm here fresh off of the last day and the end of the entire event to show you what I got today, and also I'm wearing a lot of the products that I had gotten from yesterday. I wanted to try them out as soon as I could. So yeah, I wanted to make this video while my makeup was still fresh before I went and took a shower. So yeah, this was my makeup look for day 2. And I wanted to shout out some of the products at the beginning of this video, if you don't mind, just because I'm so obsessed with some of them, especially. First off, this bag is like pretty decently full of the stuff I got today, and we'll get into that later on, but I wanted to shout out some of the products that I'm wearing already. As you guys know, if you watched the first string of videos, I am so obsessed, or I was so obsessed with this chromatic lip gloss Glimmer Lip Spark by Absolute New York in Garnet. I did end up wearing it all day today. I'm so obsessed, and I'm going to be wearing it all throughout the fall and just have the craziest, shiniest pink space lips ever. So not only am I obsessed with that, but on top of my lips, there's no way you can see this. On top of my lips, I have as well by Absolute New York. This one, the metallic, what's it called again? The chromatic lip gloss, the Glimmer Lip Spark. This was in the goodie bag. Now, if you remember at all or watched in the past video, the holographic gloss by Absolute New York I had picked as a freebie, and I'm so glad I picked this one because the two of these go so perfect together, and they're both by Absolute New York. So great job, guys. I'm obsessed with these lips, and I'm going to be rocking them all fall and after that as well. And the other thing I want to shout out too is literally all 3 products that I got by Absolute New York. I think this is my new favorite brand, guys. Be on the lookout because I had no idea they existed before this weekend. But the highlighter that they gave as a freebie, this is Absolute New York Skin Glow in Hollow, and I really love it because I didn't swatch this at all for y'all, but it has it looks white in the jar, but it goes on, it's literally blue. You can't see it there, it still looks white, but on the highlights, I put this on today. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I put this as my highlighter on today, and I kept getting so many compliments from it, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, they're giving these away as freebies. Go get them while you can. So I thought that was definitely worth noting. So Absolute New York, thank you for seriously killing it with the Gen Beauty game. And the last product that I want to highlight, everyone, I'm sorry, I keep dropping stuff. I'm not a professional. Okay. I really want to highlight, if you get an Ipsy bag, I think you've at least gotten probably 1 product from Nomad. This was in the goodie bag. And I had swatched it in my past videos, and I was like, oh, I cannot wait to wear this shade with this glittery lipstick by Absolute New York. This is their eyeshadow in Stockholm. It's that pretty pink one right there. So cool. So like I'm saying, if you get an Ipsy glam bag every month, Nomad is a pretty popular brand. I know I've gotten a few products from them already, and I've always considered them one of the better brands, but it was so cool. I got to go to their table today. It was super short and sweet, and they were having, I thought it was really cool and out of the box because they were having a Russian roulette game. So or like craps. I don't know exactly if the two are totally different, but the guy had said they were calling it Russian roulette. But But yeah, so they were playing that, and you would get, I'll show you later, but you would get an eyeshadow, highlighter, whatever, just for showing up. But if you were number 1, you would get a full palette, and the girl next to me playing my round won. She had picked the number 3, I picked the number 4, and she won the full beautiful palette that they had. So, but I also want to know, not only was it a great experience for that they were doing something so outside the box, and I was like already wearing this, it's on my lids right now, obviously, because I wanted to pair it with the lips, but the woman working the table is the creator, and I just thought it was so cool. I mean, who gets to meet the creator of a brand of makeup that they love and think is a good brand? So she was telling me how she and her husband are the creators of Nomad, and they work the entire business out of their apartment in New York City. I just think that is so amazing that I got to meet her, and I got to tell her, oh my goodness, I'm literally wearing your eyeshadow right now. And yeah, I just think it's so cool. She was so sweet and just such a neat experience. I don't think that's a normal thing that really happens. So yeah, props to Felicia and her husband, Auntie, I think his name is, and he was there as well. They have such a lovely brand, and I can't wait to continue to use their products. Anyways, so now that I've taken up 6 minutes of your time, let's get into what I got today for day 2. It's going to be, I mean, considerably less than yesterday, but I got way more than I thought I would for today. So let's get it started. So one of the first places I went to was Debrief. I have another little Debrief bag. And so in the bag, or the freebies they're giving away, just more of their Aqua Bomb sleeping mask samples. And I don't know what this is. I was looking at it in line. It says make your own figure on it. I don't know if someone knows what this is, because I know, like, I've been talking to people in the comments of these. If you know what this is, tell me what this is. But look, it has DIY sticker set that you can put on whatever this thing is. I was opening it up in one of the lines because I was so bored waiting that I was making the weirdest faces. What is this? Like, do I just put stuff in here? I don't know what it is, but apparently I can put cute little tuxedo men on it. So this was their main gift, and you kind of had to do a lot. You had to like post a picture on Instagram and have the hashtag. All that for what even is this? If someone knows and can tell me, I don't know, maybe it'll make sense, but otherwise I think it's pretty weird. And then getting like, you know, just a ton of small samples, I don't know. Oh, okay. The one that pissed me off the most, it was such a waste of time. I'm gonna warn you, I don't know if I will be back at Ipsy Gen Beauty like in the near future, but if anyone goes in the near future, NYX, I don't know if they've been like this in the past years. Waste of time. Biggest waste of time. Okay, so there were less people because it was the second day. So I knew I would have a better shot at waiting for less time in the NYX line for whatever it was they were giving away, right? Because you would think NYX is gonna give something away. So they were launching their foundation, and so you're waiting in this line. It wasn't the longest line I waited in today, but you know, one of the longer ones because they are one of the bigger brands and everyone loves them and they're super affordable and great products. Okay, waited in this line, and they're like, I can see in line like they're matching everyone's foundation, so I'm like, cool, like are they giving away like a deluxe sample of the foundation? Because they didn't have any of their other products, like no eyeshadows, no lips, nothing. It was just foundation. They had like this photo booth thing. I don't know, I didn't really care about that, and I was truthfully so mad at the end that I just like didn't even think about taking a picture and just kind of ran away because I was so pissed off. The chick matched me, put it in this little stupid tube, and said, okay, thank you. What a big fat waste of time. So you know what? As much as I love NYX, if you go to Gen Beauty, it's a big fat waste of time. I don't know how it's been in previous years. I feel like in previous years I've seen people getting like decent size freebies and in the goodie bags, whatever, but at least for myself, if I ever go back, I will not be wasting my time. So that was probably the maddest I got all day, honestly. That was like the most disappointing part of today, but alas. Okay, so then the eyeshadow that I won at Nomad, I won Nomad Around the World Positano Sunrise, and that's another thing that Felicia, the creator, said about her and her husband launched, obviously, this makeup brand. She runs the makeup side of things and he runs the business side of things, but they created it because they have traveled around the world together. So I think it's so sweet that it's almost like they're sharing their love for traveling and being together in these products. Oh, so precious. Okay, so that's Positano Sunrise. I'll do a little swatch, but oh, so pretty. But yeah, I just, especially meeting them, I've already loved their products, but you know, putting a face behind these things I think is very special. So insanely cool. And then Ofra, thankfully, it was like the first thing I hit up today, because I knew right when I got there like almost right at 11, and I knew right when I got there, like, oh, like I need to just get some, like I need to go someplace first that I've been dying to go to. I tried to go to NYX first, but the line was pretty average, so I was like, oh, let me go somewhere else, and Ofra's line was like nothing. So this was what they gave as a freebie. It is the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in Napa Valley. So gorgeous, so vampy. Gonna be rocking this. Actually, this would go with these eyes, honestly. But yeah, lovely, and I will probably be wearing this all fall as well. Okay, so that's it for that bag. So next, okay, so I went to Joa, had a pretty short line. They were super sweet. They had a cute little photo op, and they gave so these two bags are both freebies. They gave 2 bags of freebies, I think because inside, I was kind of looking at it in one of the other lines. Inside it is, let's see, you have a peel off mask, and then this mattifying primer sample, and then just a little thing about Joa and CVS and everything. So I think that was in all of these little bags, which is why they gave you 2 of them. I didn't even look in the second one. Maybe I should do that right now. I think these bags, though, are so adorable, and I think their concept is so cute that it's all like candy and sweets and stuff. Yeah, it's the exact same thing. Okay. But yeah, so 2 awesome freebies there. Cute little photo op. Not a long wait, so I've been wanting to check them out. So that was well worth my time. Next, I went to, I guess it's called Double Dare. I thought it was OMG, but got this as the freebie. You had to post something on Instagram. Yeah, excited to try one of their masks finally. Oh, they had this cool thing where they had like a giveaway, and then you can get free stuff for like the next 2 years. I don't know. Honestly, I was confused about it, but I'm gonna look into that later. That probably makes no sense for this video, and I'm sorry. But anyways, what else? There was a sunscreen place that it was one of those things, like, I don't think anyone was really going to it, And it was one of those booths I kept seeing, and I was like, oh, that'll be a booth I go to like when I need something to just like cross off my list. So, but at the end, they were just like giving away their sunscreen samples. So that's Cots. And then I'm trying to find, okay. So Mark Anthony, it was probably one of my favorite booths of the day, honestly. So Mark Anthony, and it was cute. Short wait, you had to take a picture in their photo booth and post it on Instagram. They had an amazing photo booth. It was one of my favorite photo booths of the weekend. And it was Mark Anthony by Cake Hair or something. So it was Mark by Cake. And in their freebie, you get the Damage Repair Miracle Treatment, which I already have this and I love it. So I can't wait to have another one. And then the Cake, the Do-Gooder Quick Cleaning Style Extending. Oh, it's dry shampoo. Great. So that was in the other freebie. I want to say another experience. Actually, this was my most annoying experience of the day, and I'm going to say this because if you are just terrible at customer service and you don't know what you're doing, Ipsy, which was one of the beauty brands, complete waste of time. Didn't know what they were doing, totally oversell of the product because they didn't know what they were doing, which completely turned me off to all of their products for good. They were saying, I got there probably right around like maybe like 11:20, so the doors had pretty much opened and I had gotten there, and they were saying, oh, we're gonna have this giveaway at noon, and if you take a picture in our photo booth and post it on Instagram, that's how you'll be entered into the giveaway. So you would take a picture after the complete oversell of their products, and you're just like, I'm trying to take the picture, and you're like, I'm losing my place in line because you're like trying to keep me here with all of your sorry dumb products. After I took the picture, then we were kind of like, oh, like, you know, what do we do next? Like, what are the next steps? And the chick who was overselling the products was literally like, oh, go ask the volunteer because she knows more of what to do than I do. Are you kidding me? Why? Absolutely not. I literally had to go to the Ipsy volunteer at the Tipsy station to understand anything that I was doing there. And then the picture didn't even end up arriving on my phone until like 2 o'clock at the end of the day. Like, never buying your products, Tipsy. So I just want to say that. Could have just been a weird day, and I don't know, could have been something else entirely, but that just really turned me off to their products. So that is that. And then, oh, this is cute. I didn't even see this. Get a free sample too from Mark Anthony. That's very cute. I think the last, oh no, not the last thing. I will do this next though. The one thing that did make me so happy today, this was so well worth the longest wait I ever did this weekend. It was probably about an hour wait, but I think it's called Jivi? I'm not sure. Jivi. It was called Jivi's Pedal Parlor, and it was the cutest station. It's basically all of these people created all these natural products. They're like a very, very small brand, and they work out of North Carolina. Completely natural, completely cruelty-free. I thought it was so cute. The guy who I'm sure was the creator, he was like, we're not exactly cruelty-free because we've had to really push our products on our family and our friends just to get started. But yeah, like so sustainable. They are the most sustainable brand and company. And I also think what's so amazing about them is every purchase, I'm gonna find the little ticket. Sorry, again, I'm a little disorganized. But they would give you this ticket after every body butter that was made, and it says, you just donated a meal to City Harvest. Thank you, GV. So basically anywhere they are, they give back to what they produce, if that makes sense. So for instance, I got 2 body butters, so they gave 2 meals to City Harvest. I just think that's so amazing. They're so sustainable, all natural, obviously protecting the environment and its people, and I definitely think that more places like this should exist, and I definitely want to be a supporter of places like this in our world. So what you would get as the freebie is they would make you a custom body butter, which I think is amazing. So it's so cute. What they would do is they would put the like shea butter mix or whatever inside of a jar. They would put the jar on the back of a bike, hence the pedal parlor. You would get on the bike for like a minute 45 seconds while it churned the shea butter. So it's like you're making your own butter. So cool. And then you would add essential oils for whatever scent you wanted. So I did lavender and rosemary because I couldn't pick, and oh my gosh, I cannot wait to use this. Oh, it smells so good, and it's so soft, and obviously like as natural down to basics as you can get. I mean, it's literally like less than 5 ingredients in here. So that was the one that I picked, and then I just totally felt this need inside that I needed to support them. And I know I'd gone into this weekend saying I'm not gonna buy a single thing, I'm just gonna get all freebies, but obviously I think this is something that's totally worth the cause. So oh my gosh, it smells so good. So they had for purchase, they had 4 different flavors they'd already mixed up, and so this one is mocha that I purchased. It was 1 scoop is $5, 2 scoops is $9, and then 3 scoops is $12, and then you got 20% off if you follow them on Instagram. So this, I got 2 scoops of mocha. This ended up only being like $7.50, I think, or maybe a little cheaper, closer to $7, I think. But it smells so good, and the creator, I wish I would have gotten his name just because he was awesome to talk to. He had said that because they're based out of North Carolina, they have friends who just started a coffee business, and it's all natural coffee. So they use the all natural coffee to make this mocha flavor. How amazing. Like totally all natural, supporting each other, just like such a supportive cause. They give back, which obviously makes me want to support their brand and their business. So look them up if you can or want to. I just think we need way more places like this in our world. So GV's Pedal Parlor, and yeah, they have amazing not only body butters but amazing other facial products. It says something on the back of this pamphlet. One of the founders got eczema in college, and then basically he couldn't find effective treatment, so he was like, cool, I have to create my own thing, and so he started this brand. So yeah, you can look them up at meetgv.com and at meetgv on Instagram. Just my little plug for this amazing company. That's why I just had to support them, and like I could always use body butter. So that was like definitely a highlight of the day. So now, Jesus, it's almost already at a half hour. I'm sorry. Okay, so then my last thing, at the end of the day, it was like close to 3 o'clock. It probably was like 3 o'clock. Everyone was like, I mean, I should say myself, but I know everyone else probably was too, just scrambling to find like the last freebies we could. And so on my way out, I saw Neon and Company. They were like one of those little kiosks towards like the entrance and exit that I thought like, oh, the people at the kiosks, like they're just there to sell their crap. I don't know. So I like didn't really give them the time of the day. But towards the end, there was this huge mob of girls. Huge mob of girls because they had an iPad set up with their workers. And basically, if you put in like your name and your email, you would get free shampoo and conditioner. So there was this mob of girls at 3 o'clock around them. It was so crazy and chaotic, and like no one was listening. I was listening. But yeah, so you did this little thing on the iPad, and I got some shampoo and conditioner on my way out for free. So yeah, that was awesome as well. I will do another little layout on my bed of everything, but that was everything that I got today. I think that's pretty good for, let's see, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, like 4 hours.